What to do, YouTube? Back again with another Game of Thrones video, guys. In today's Game of Thrones video, we're going to be going over my Season 7 death predictions. But before we get right into this, I just wanted to say, for all of you that aren't subscribed to me for Game of Thrones, don't worry, other content will be coming soon, but the Game of Thrones Season 6 finale and Season 7 hype is real. So I've just been really wanting to talk about that. But anyway, we'll get right into it, and I'm pretty much just going to be kind of speeding through this, not really giving an in-depth analysis, but kind of going through every character and whether I think they will die in Season 7 and by kind of what circumstances. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with our main characters, such as Daenerys Targaryen. Hell no, she's not going to die. Jon Snow, no way is going to die. Sansa Stark, no way she's going to die. Arya Stark, no way she's going to die. Peter Baelish, Littlefinger, I think his death is actually a very likely possibility. I'm going to say very likely on him just for the simple fact between Sansa and Jon Snow, I think there'll be some kind of conflict, and I think that will end up being resolved in Season 7 with his death. Theon Greyjoy, I think he is good to go to live. I'm going to say an unlikely, just for the simple fact that he's with Daenerys. How's he going to die? He's with Daenerys with his dragons, okay? He's going to play an important role here in Season 7. Bran, I don't think there's any way he's going to die. Cersei, don't think she's going to die. I'm going to say very unlikely, but I'm not going to say a definite no. Tyrion Lannister, definite no. Jorah Mormont, I want to say that he's going to live to the end, but I'm going to say he's an unlikely because he's kind of off screen for the most part. I believe we'll see him again in Season 7, probably halfway toward the end of Season 7. But I'm going to say he's an unlikely unless, it just kind of, he ends up showing up covered in stone to Daenerys and then just dies, kind of right there on the spot. Gendry, I think it's a very good possibility that he dies with Brienne. And I also think Brienne has a very likely chance to die. Clegane, the Hound, I think he's pretty likely. I actually think he may live to the end, but knowing how the show is, I'm gonna give him a up in the air. I'm not for sure on that one. Melisandre, I think she's definitely gonna die. Don't know why. Just kind of have that feeling that they're gonna meet up with Clegane, and she's just gonna die somehow. Let's just put it like that. Jaime Lannister, don't think there's any way he's gonna die. Pretty sure he's set to go all the way to the end of Season 8. Don't even think we'll ever see Jack and Hagar again. So not even really going to mention him. Dario, don't think we'll see him ever again. Tormund. I think Tormund is actually a pretty likely person to make it to Season 8. But it's a good possibility he could die as well. Just depends on how they want to take the North storyline. If they want to take it into a war zone or if they want to make it more of an internal conflict between Jon and Littlefinger. So I'm going to give him an unlikely. Varys, I think, is definitely an unlikely. Davos, now, Davos, I think, is actually a slightly likely to die because, he's a pretty important character, but he's not a main character, so it would be kind of a good idea for Game of Thrones to go ahead and give his death as, kind of like a shocker death, maybe the beginning of the season, halfway through the season, the finale maybe, something through there. Samwell Tarly, I think, is definitely going to be fine. Bronn, I think he could actually die. Gilly, I think, is pretty definite to die. I just feel like there's going to be some kind of conflict with her and Samwell in Season 7. Melisande, or however you say it, I think she's pretty good to go, and I think all of these Sand Snakes are a definite dead, to be honest with you. I just think that there's going to be some kind of a big conflict going on with him, and he'll be a definite dead. So, really quick video, but I just want to get that out here for you guys to let you know who I think is actually going to die in Season 7. Apologies for the phone ringing right there, but I think that there's a lot of good chance that some of these characters die, but I think that really the show won't have many major deaths in Season 7. I think Season 8 is going to be your, oh my god, season, like everyone's dying left and right, they're dropping like flies kind of deal. But if I left anybody out, make sure to leave in the comment section below. And if I left them out, you tell me what you think, if they're going to die or not. And if you have any different opinions than I do, make sure to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your argument on if somebody's going to live or die. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. We'll have some more gameplay next week instead of Game of Thrones. So be looking forward to that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.